What would you do if you found your child with an empty bottle of adult medication? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? Imagine a day that started like any other, but took an unexpected turn when Betsy, a 6-year-old child weighing a mere 40 pounds, is found with an open bottle of adult Benadryl. The sheer panic that sets in when you realize that there are 50 tablets missing. The father, in his attempt to assess the situation, manages to find only 2 capsules. The child is showing signs of mild drowsiness, but it's his nap time. The mother convinces herself that it's just his routine, not the consequence of the ingestion. But the nagging worry stays. What if it is not? What if the child has indeed swallowed those tablets? The stakes are high, the risk is immense, and the situation is terrifying. As the child is rushed to the emergency department, a critical assessment begins. Upon arrival at the emergency department, the medical team immediately goes to work. The child's heart rate is clocking in at a steady 108 beats per minute. The temperature is a cool 97.34 degrees Fahrenheit, and pulse oximetry is 97% on room air. Despite this, the child is drowsy, a symptom that could easily be mistaken for the need for a nap. But in this case, it's a sign of something more serious. The medical team calculates that the child may have ingested up to 50 tablets of adult Benadryl or diphenhydramine. Each tablet contains 25 milligrams of the drug, so we're looking at approximately 1,250 milligrams. For a child weighing only 40 pounds, that's a whopping 68.7 milligrams per kilogram. Now, let's put this into perspective. The toxic dose of diphenhydramine that could cause severe effects is over 7.5 milligrams per kilogram. The amount this child could have ingested is significantly above this threshold, indicating a high risk for severe diphenhydramine poisoning. So, what are we expecting to see in a case of severe poisoning? We're talking about severe effects on the central nervous system, such as agitation, psychosis, seizures, and even coma. Cardiovascular effects could include hypotension and ventricular dysrhythmias, including a condition known as torsade de pointes. And let's not forget the anticholinergic symptoms like dry mouth, flushed skin, fever, and urinary retention. Given the high risk of significant poisoning, immediate interventions are necessary. This includes monitoring vital signs and cardiac status closely, preparing for possible airway protection and seizure management, and considering gastric decontamination with activated charcoal if within the appropriate time window since ingestion. It's a race against the clock, and every second counts. In such instances, immediate and aggressive management is the key. This is the mantra that guides medical professionals in handling cases of significant overdose, such as the one we're discussing. The first line of action involves immediate medical interventions. Monitoring vital signs and cardiac status closely is crucial, with regular ECGs to detect any arrhythmias that might occur. Given the high risk of significant poisoning, preparations for possible airway protection and seizure management must be underway. Gastric decontamination with activated charcoal is also a consideration, provided it's within the appropriate time window since ingestion. Next, we have symptomatic management. This includes the administration of intravenous fluids to maintain hydration and blood pressure. The use of benzodiazepines may also be necessary for seizure control, or if the child exhibits severe agitation. If signs of QRS widening or other significant arrhythmias develop, the administration of intravenous sodium bicarbonate should be considered. Supportive care is another essential part of this plan. It involves close observation in a pediatric care setting, ideally in a pediatric ICU. The high potential dose and risk of rapidly worsening condition necessitate a vigilant and proactive approach. Regular assessments by pediatric toxicology and neurology specialists are also crucial in managing and monitoring the child's condition. The long-term monitoring and follow-up phase is equally important. The child will need continuous monitoring for at least 24 hours, with extended observation if symptoms develop or worsen. Follow-up evaluations will also be necessary, including checks on renal and hepatic functions due to the high risk of systemic involvement. In conclusion, the management of this situation is multifaceted and requires a team of dedicated professionals working in unison. From immediate interventions to long-term monitoring, every step is vital in ensuring the child's safety and recovery. The child's condition will require continuous monitoring and follow-up evaluations to ensure his full recovery. Thanks for watching Medical Toxicology. Take care.